Rogue Tier, we still winning. Magic Card, oh, we extending. Dark Law, he still contending. Sunrise, your lights in it.
Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary once again as we continue to climb to level 20 in that Yugis Cup that's going on right now, Master Duel. So yeah, this is, a next couple of duels off inside of here. Still using branded hero OTK. Looking at one of the cards inside this deck, I still see that this is kind of like the older version of the deck that I was using. Like I did kind of like change a couple of cards off inside of there. So y'all will see that coming up here pretty soon. And this next game is against the Triple D. This boy trying to hand out the Triple D. So I don't play hand traps inside this deck. So, it's just kind of me watching my opponent play with themselves for a couple minutes to see what their inboard is before I just break it with like Lightning Storm and this droplet that I have in my hand right now. So yeah, I'm just kind of sitting back, chilling, relaxing. I don't even read all the cards, and then I think even after he gets done with it, I don't end up reading all the cards. Like, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, what would I be doing reading actual cards? Nah. But yeah, I think I kind of read like one of them so that I can make sure, because I'm pretty sure that I knew that one of them is a spell and trap negate, and I didn't know which one of them it was, and I didn't want to play Forbidden Droplet and then guess which one negates spell and traps. So yeah, I can see he got the headhunt there. He's got, the full combo, because I think as long as they get the link monster out there, they get to set your little pendulum scale. And that's the one that I was talking about right there, the one that can negate a spell or a trap. So I'm going to have to hit him with the Forbidden D. And yeah, he just kind of keeps going here. There goes the headhunt. Here goes the big old King Diaz or something like that. And yeah, this will pretty much be my opponent's board. So, I was kind of thinking, what should I Lightning Storm? Either the back row or the front or the monsters. We'll go ahead and decide on the monsters, which actually turned out to be like a really bad choice, because it's like, even though I killed them, like they just came back in defense position, so it didn't matter. But I feel like the only card I was worried about back there in the back row was the headhunt, and yeah, I just didn't see the point in Lightning Storming all that. So we hit the monsters. I didn't read them, so they all just end up like multiplying, coming back. They're like Triple D roaches or something. Yeah, so you're gonna see the one, the negate spell and traps come back, even though he's already used his effect, and then you see the fusion monster come back, and he still got the other monster in defense position. So we're gonna go ahead and branded fusion here, since we have the branded in red and the dramaturge in hand. We're gonna go ahead and send Shadow Mist so that we can get his effect in order to add that graceful charity from our deck to our hand. He's gonna go ahead and change the headhunt, but lucky us, like I said, we got the branded in red, and that's one of the reasons why we had also discarded the dramaturge, just in case he did make this move right here. We're gonna chain the branded in red, use all three of those to go ahead and make this Guardian Chimera. I love this card inside this deck, one of the best additions to that deck, and my opponent actually just goes ahead and scoops it up right there, because yeah, that was a bad chain right there that was about to result in the end of that young man's life. And I haven't played branded Despia a lot and haven't played against branded Despia a lot. It's kind of like in that situation, that your opponent really wants to stop the Lubellion, because without him on the board, I don't have an extra deck monster in order to make the Mirror Jade. So it's not that he was wrong in activating the headhunt in that situation, is he could not have known that I had the branded in red. And then the player also has to have the heads up enough to know to go ahead and chain the branded in red to make sure that the Lubellion stays on my side of the board or in my graveyard or wherever, in order to be able to continue my combo at that point. And then moving right along into our next duel, we will see that I open up multiple board breakers and access to my hero engine and to my branded engine. So we got the Regeki, we got the Dark Hole, we got the Super Poly, and we have the Hero Lives that'll get the Stratos, that'll get the Vion, and we also got the branded fusion to get to our Despia engine also. So here, I'm trying to figure out what exactly I was going against. Like, I was just like, is this dude playing actual, what is this? What is that card? U-Link? I don't know what the name of it. I can't remember what the name of this deck is, but you know, at first I thought it might be like Solomon Grade or what's the other one? Nisters, but nah, it turns out to be like a code talker deck of some sort, and you know, I'm not really sure what he was trying to accomplish here, but you know, the transcode target makes it to where they can't be targeted and something or whatever, and it just sucks that I didn't draw a lightning storm because my opponent sets forward back row that I'm gonna have to attempt to play through here. He gets the extra draw with the card there. We'll go ahead and activate the dark hole, in which he's going to activate the trap card that he searched for that, you know, basically negates any spell or trap. So, you know, the dark hole's gone. We're going to try to Regeki here, and that ends up getting hit with a solemn J. I guess God said no. So, yeah, 2 cards down right there. 2 more to go. You know, it's a good thing that his monsters don't really do anything. We're going to activate a Hero Lives here to bring out our boy Stratos effect to go ahead and add that boy Vion, and we're gonna try to get cooking with Grease, and we are gonna get denied by the second solemn J. Yeah, can't do nothing about that. But we're gonna continue on and activate the branded fusion here, sending the Albaz and the Shadow Mist to bring out our Albion. We're going to go ahead and activate Lubellion's effect, pitching the branded opening, and in case he has something crazy that might destroy my fusion monsters as I continue on with my combo here, we're going to use Shadow Mist effect to go ahead and grab our Graceful Charity, shuffle back Lubellion and Albaz to go ahead and bring out that boy Albion, and you know our boy Sunrise is coming up next by banishing the Vion and the Liquid Soldier. And one of the things you want to keep in mind when playing this deck is be mindful of the number of actual elemental heroes you have inside of your graveyard. So I always use like Vion when you have the chance to, you know, make your E-Hero fusions, because you need to have an E-Hero off in there in order for Miracle Fusion to work. So yeah, keep that part in mind right there. And our boy Sunrise hits the board, so you know we looking OTK enabled at this point. We're going to go ahead and resolve the chain link in the wrong order. It's actually supposed to be Graceful Charity first and then Miracle Fusion. We're going to go ahead and activate the Miracle Fusion, and the boy's last card is revealed. It ends up being Called by the Grave, which will completely screw us over. So, you know, this goes back to what I said earlier about being conscious of the number of E-Heroes you have inside of your graveyard for Miracle Fusion, and that was the only one that I had left inside of my graveyard. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it was the only monster that I had still left inside of my graveyard. So now I kind of have like a bad, interesting decision to make, because there are no monsters left inside of my graveyard now, which means I'm going to have to use my board in order to make this Miracle Fusion work. So I go ahead and chain the Forbidden Droplet here. We're going to send the Albion, send the Miracle Fusion, just because I'm going to have to use the Albion in order to make my fusion anyway. So we're gonna use Stratos and the Albion in order to make our elemental hero, the Shining. But for some reason, my opponent goes ahead and scoops it up, I guess because now they can be targeted. So, you know, looking at the board state, and, you know, he had 2 cards in hand, draw to 3, and I don't have any interruptions on the board because I don't have a card in my hand in order to be able to activate that Super Poly. I feel like, you know, he should have hung off in there. You know, I don't know. He probably could have ended up winning that game, but we get the win at the end of the day. I'll take it like it is. And I would like to say appreciate you to everybody who stayed a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Max level 20 coming up soon. Ain't nobody messing with the Max Hero, king of games. Mask off, now you see that a hero lives. I pay half and you ask, but I'm winning games. There ain't another hero that surpasses me.